We politely waited for Kelly to come back, and he immediately wanted to dunk on me. There we go.
All right. So the initial threat of the Eldar or the Dark Eldar is resolved. The Slayers now sort of they spread out to the point now that you can't really control them as a mass group. So who from the slaves are you trying to bring along with you?
I mean, I think the brother sergeant for sure.
Yep, Lud Vos Van.
I'd say like some of the Eldar, some of the crew.
Yeah, and the obviously the Majos.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So you are getting like you're getting like text messages from Selene Morn saying like, you know, are you coming? You know, need to get you back to your ship so we can begin bombarding the surface.
Yeah, I guess once we make it back to the tanks, we'd just be like, all right, let's just get going.
All right, and, so let's just say, so we get to see, so Androchiron, you know, the tank procession halts as you see, you know, the group up ahead, which is Cowles plus the various alien and human and etc. hangers on who are making their way towards you.
Pop a flare gun real quick. Let them know where we are. Since we talked about Attack on Titan last week, it's going to be a green flare.
All right, so everyone has met up now. Now, while you're sort of all getting into this position, you see the Soul River still hanging overhead, which has been occasionally. It takes a long while for its guns to sort of spool up, but every time it does fire, you all now feel this tugging sensation on your very core as it's trying to drain it in, and it seems to be becoming more and more powerful the more people die in this uprising. But for the first time, you actually see it also fire on one of the vessels in Morn's fleet, like one of the human pirate vessels that is here as well.
Just a picture of Androchiron slapped onto a Drakari gas station of him pointing finger guns saying, "I did that."
I believe it's time to leave.
I would say so. I don't want to imagine how that thing's going to be after Selene Morn tries her bombardment.
So
she's not going to need to. This thing's going to do it for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
This thing's going to destroy her fleet too.
Domos is here. Says, yes, I'm going to ask them. What about the sphere, the Galen sphere? How do we get that out of the Nexus?
We'll come back and tow it.
Okay.
There's another sphere at the moment that's causing some problems.
I don't know. I've never been on the sphere to really determine what propulsion systems it has.
Isn't the sphere like a size?
Isn't this dude?
Yeah.
Well, and also isn't. Oh no, this dude was just looking for like.
Yeah.
I for some reason I thought he was the one who invented it.
No, he was looking for it.
Okay.
It's the size of a small moon.
Listen, your life work has been completed. You found it. I know you want to mess with it, but right now it's not the best time. Believe me. If you don't leave now, your buddy here, he points at his imaginary servitor, might get caught in the crossfire. I don't think he can handle losing him.
He's mentor.
Oh, he's
imaginary mentor.
Okay, I thought it was like an imaginary servitor. Okay.
No. He told it was his mentor. He's great.
Okay.
His friend. He's good friend and mentor.
Yes, we should leave before you and your mentor accidentally get caught in the crossfire. How about that?
No, he then he goes into a long diatribe with nobody about whether he'd rather stay here and have a chance to speed the sphere or get out and come back later. But he's hasn't convinced himself either way just yet. You can have a conversation without him right now, though.
Okay, well, we'll just keep on going while he's feuding with himself.
All right.
Pulling him along behind us.
Yeah.
So, I guess Strain approaches this. So, are we just getting out of here? Are we trying to destroy anything?
I think the destroying is handling.
Point at Soul Reaver.
Yeah, the destroying is handling itself at the moment. I think we're just going to leave. We'll send the invoice to her later for us, and then just be on our way.
All right, so it's going to take time to get all these. Sorry, I thought you needed help. We lost contact with you. I figured company or a regiment of Lehman Russes could solve any problem on the surface, but it's going to take time to get these tanks back up to the ship.
Fair enough. Let's get into that moving.
Start that. Okay. Do you want to stay here and coordinate, or you want to head straight up at the ship first?
Androchiron shows up at this point.
Yeah.
He has the cat, like he's holding the cat's butt with his left hand and like stroking its back with the other hand. And the cat's face is like beside him going over his shoulder. And he's just like, "We need to return to the ship immediately, Captain. As you can see, my eyes have returned. A gift from the God Emperor of mankind. It brings a dire warning."
Dawn, there's definitely something different about Androchiron. You can definitely see, like, the same way you can sort of see through the warp that time that you guided the ship, you can sort of see a lightness around Androchiron. It's a positive thing.
Okay. Wait, when did I see through the warp when I guided?
No, Dawn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When did I, as the Lord Commodore, guide a ship through the warp? I've never done that before.
Anytime you order somebody, I'm technically actually
I'm
doing
credit for all of their achievements.
I mean, I don't deny that it happens.
Yeah.
You did that? You made this? I made this.
Very well. Adrian, Androchiron, can you act as like a radio that you can bounce out to the other tank operators and whatnot?
I hold up a Vox and I just say, "Stand by for orders from the Lord Captain," and then I hold the, wire mic up to his face.
Like probably every tank has like a loud hailer on it, so it's sort of like broadcast around the whole column.
Oh, okay.
That's the first thing that they hear is, "Oh, okay." And it goes across the city because of the loud hailer.
Okay.
This is your Lord Commodore speaking. This is time that we make our retreat. I'm sorry, our tactical retreat.
All right, I let go and I say, "By the way, I don't know if we discussed it, but I unleashed the Soul Reaver and told it to go kill Janko's Scourge. I thought it was a good idea at the time, given the alternatives."
What exactly were the alternatives?
It would kill me, or it would kill everyone here.
Mm-hmm.
Or we did nothing with it.
It may still do that.
Yes, I don't deny that. This is a slightly I did tell it to leave immediately, but, it was more like a friendly, guided suggestion rather than a sort of mind-controlling command. I can do that, I just didn't think it was worth it at the time.
I don't know if it's worth a try now, because it might just
it's not worth a try now. We have bigger
problems. It will
problems.
definitely overpower you now.
That thing has been sucking souls like you cannot believe.
I think Androchiron, I don't know that he's ever been like really confident in anything beyond killing demons and sending messages, but he turns and he says, "You may be surprised where the well of my power comes from now. Much has changed."
Very well.
Inquisitor, should I get back in the box? You told me that I needed to stay in the box so that fate would be able to be changed. I don't know. How comfortable am I being out here? Did you bring more Doritos?
The hell are Doritos?
I think we're on a whole different path now, and whatever end game we're going into, we're now set on. Okay. I think based on what you just told me, we need to have access to you better than we need to have you hidden away.
I walk over to a clearly incredibly wounded Adrian, whose helmet has been shut off.
Well, he put it back on, but yes.
But yeah, but there's probably like a huge fucking sword wound
like
in it, right?
The Darth Vader style, cut so you can still see the eye and the face and inside.
Yeah, exactly.
They did that very well, very well. I mean, they were just copying Rebels, but Rebels also did it very well. He says, I'm sorry you had to kill me all those times. You should know that you are a arch traitor and heretic against the Empire of Mankind. I'm so sorry. You had to learn.
Pardon?
Yes, I'm sure you would beg to differ. You have been led down a dark path by liars and enemies of the Imperium. I'm so sorry.
I have so many questions.
Do you need a hug?
No, thank you.
The Emperor, the God Emperor,
I know you've got
forgives
two
you.
power fists. You know.
Yeah.
You could just write the timeline back to the loop if you just kill me now. So I assume that we're like all in the personal command tank, right? And now we're all just like standing around. I have a hug out for Adrian, but he's not coming for it. So I just
Russers don't really have enough space for like a conversation and such. Like it's like they're like a more conventional tank.
We're sitting on the back of it essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're doing some Band of Brothers shit. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
So
yeah, the hands flies are coming down and starting to pick up the tanks. And probably like so your fly was still back at the spaceport here. Lucky 13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking around at everything in the Drakari city and I say, so horrible. Everything here is horrendous. I loathe it. But as I'm saying it, I'm crying.
You're sending mixed signals here, Androchiron. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you upset?
It's been a very long time since I've been able to see with my regular human eyes.
That's fair. Fair enough. I have so many questions.
You know, if we fail here, Scintilla will be destroyed. Trillions of people will be killed. Everyone I know.
Are you saying here or the future battle?
Are you saying you know trillions of people?
Yeah, I do know trillions of people. Sister Dawn, I can sense the energy of those around me. You know, I have seen the contents of many minds. Also, here and the future are closer than you think. We've been in something like this situation before many times. Sorry, I think I'm just dropping truth bombs left and right. There's a lot to process. It's been... How did you guys fare? Did you have any existential paradigm shifting?
No, I'm the only one that no one cosmic has talked to as of late.
Oh. Adrian, anything existential paradigm? Hi, by the way, Mr. Balewind. Pleasure to meet you. Sorry, you seem a bit distracted right now. We'll come back to that later.
Do you want to accuse anyone else of being a heretic,
No.
Androchiron?
You don't do it willingly.
Just me then. Good
We'll
to know.
talk more.
Why is he? Well, I mean, we got time. Why is he calling you a heretic? What's his
we
claim
need
for?
a private facility to discuss this somewhere away from prying eyes and perhaps some nulls in order to prevent the conversation from being leaked.
Okay.
In any case, we need to get back to the ship.
I just look around. I assume that the tank has been heading back to the ship the whole time.
I
It's just not going that fast because it's a tank, and two, it's an occupied city full of people with a tank moving through it. So
am I just the taxi for all you people who talk to cosmic beings? Is that it? Is that my understanding?
the God Emperor chose you for this task. The Cowles dynasty was given its lineage. Perhaps he saw this exact moment where we would have this conversation.
I believe I was given my lineage because they wanted someone from the.
Don't say it.
Yes.
You understand how the arrow of time works. For someone who can see long enough, everything has moved in a straight line to this point.
Sure.
I think you do a great job of doing what you do, Captain. It's not an easy life, I'm sure. You've had to make some pretty difficult choices.
I suppose.
Remember when that planet exploded?
Well, that was kind of just a byproduct of a different choice.
Remember when we destroyed a planet?
Is that
Which
already
one?
happened, or is that still getting aired?
That's the one where we called the Tyranids to it.
Yeah,
and we,
yes. The one where we put the
yeah. I mean,
That
we
choice wasn't
watched
as
the
hard as I thought
planet
it would
blow
be.
up, and then we destroyed a planet. We do. So I'm just like, you say that we are cosmic altering beings, but your choices have allowed the suns and planets themselves to be destroyed. Didn't your mom blow up an entire solar system just to stop some other rogue trader in the prequel episode?
I don't even know if I know about that. All I know
We
is
know
that
we've
there's
been
some...
told. We were told in
okay.
this campaign about the prequel. We heard that the rival rogue trader line
It
was
to
upset
stop
because
some
your
sort
mom
of,
blew up the star system.
It was to stop some sort of cosmic evil.
Yeah, but that
check.
She didn't blow it up. She trapped it in the moon of in the gas giant.
Right, but then we blew up the gas giant.
Yeah.
Adrian Jr. Oh my god. We're still talking about it. Amazing. So what you missed, James, was that I held out a hand and said, "Oh, hello, Mr. Balon." Oh, sorry, Mr. Balewing.
Mr. Balewing.
Mr. Balewing. Yeah. And to that, like when you say that, like he sort of looks at you at first, like trying to size up what you're doing, and then Strain cuts in with, "This is Talon Balewing."
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He's standing next to Dawn. She came here to find him. I'm drawing some conclusions here, but no, we named the Gene Stealer Patriarch Adrian after you died.
Oh yeah,
in your honor.
that's right.
Not the
That's
cat.
right. I forgot about that.
After you disappeared into the Tesseract, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were dead, so
Yeah. I did too.
All right. Yeah, let's get back to the hand so we can work out A, getting out of here, and B, next steps, because all the pieces are in place now, I think, for the end game.
Oh yes, the show needs to end at some point.
So
I look up towards the stars and I say, Androchiron.
What was
Screen
that?
wipe.
So you have the young king, you have the pattern, you have the guide, and you have the
I don't think I've gotten the trinket yet.
you haven't got. Oh, okay. Well, we need that.
We need the
if we're gonna-
talisman, right? That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it's
a
called.
talisman.
We have the pattern in the guide, but we need the talisman. It was sold on Reth, a pleasure world.
It was a potential one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like
I also have a note
probably
here that
almost 2
says
seasons
Adrian
ago.
has to close the paradox loop. I don't know what that means, but I bolded it and I put it 3 times, so it must be really important.
I think that means that when you kept on shooting you.
I don't think that's it. I would meme that in my own notes to myself rather than
Okay.
No, it's
That's fair.
yeah, it's something else. I know what it means.
okay.
Okay.
Just remember we have to do it.
Yeah. Well, yes. Sure.
I mean, you have to do it.
Well,
Maybe.
sort of.
I mean,
It
do you?
it is
Do we double
not based
paradox
off-
if you don't paradox the loop?
No, it is
Is there a
not based
grandfather
on-
somewhere that's really confused
Is
right
it the
now?
paradox loop of failsafe?
I'm about to ask
the
Aristotle for
paradox loop
questions.
is the failsafe.
So we don't want that to actually. Well, we kind of do.
Well,
It does-
Well, so if we close the paradox loop, that means we've succeeded and everything's fine.
I just have what I wrote down in my notes, guys. I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Lord Commodore, and this is Shane, by the way. I need to borrow one of your ships. And when I say borrow, I mean by the authority vested in me by the Golden Throne, I am co-opting control of one of your vessels.
We're
I'll
outside
let
of
you
the
choose which
Imperium
one.
right now, aren't we?
I mean, yes, you're not in the Imperium. I could give a damn what you say here. Can I ask why you need one of my ships?
I need to take him, he says, pointing to Talon, to the Eldar station that your mother found.
I know where that is.
Yeah, so if I can take him there and you can go and get the talisman, then we'll have everything we need.
Don't we need him?
Yes, but we need him to.
He needs to go to the station.
Thorne, are you okay with your boyfriend being taken away? Stolen by a rogue
Making
inquisitor?
An awful lot of assumptions.
Yes, but it's me. I'm memeing.
I'm not even going to answer that with it. I'm just not
Okay.
going to answer that. Unbelievable.
Listen,
Save a
Right,
man
he's-
and
yeah, in the same breath, he's implied you're sleeping with the Xenos, and I'm the arch traitor.
You are technically not even technically, you are literally working for the Cabal.
What?
Yes, that's okay. I'll explain it to you in character in a minute. Don't worry about it.
Sure, go ahead.
Isn't the Tyrant's Cabal not traitors, though? What?
No, the Cabal were horrifying traitors. They wanted the Emperor to die. They backed Horus.
All right, so
How is he working for the Cabal? Okay.
let's we're going to move this conversation to the stratagem aboard the Hand
Okay.
as your ships are preparing to leave the Nexus now. You get like multiple text messages from Slane saying, "Hey, could use some help here. I found Dracarys. We could use your help to secure our victory in the Nexus."
That's outside of our.
And we basically tell her to fuck off, right?
I'm pretty much going to leave that not on red, but like I just look through the messages by just.
I mean, we completed our contract with her, and we have yet to receive payment.
Yeah, my reply is I essentially send her an invoice and saying my end is complete. You asked me to help you get inside. You were inside.
And you
Good luck with the rest.
wanted the Galen Sphere. She said you could have the Galen Sphere, which is sort of like you haven't actually taken it yet, but
Yeah. She can deliver it for us.
Honestly, we don't even care.
We're changing. We're changing our order from a carry out to delivery.
Yeah.
We're not going to be the ones that it's essentially after we leave. We're just going to be messaged. Hey, Mechanicum, this is where it's at. You just have to go here, here, and here.
We're gonna give them the IOU napkin.
Here's the receipt. Yeah, here's our receipt to go pick this up.
I send them
one
an invoice
warship,
saying,
please. Here's your Galen Sphere.
Yeah.
I'm in invoice mode, right? Essentially, it's like
One Emperor class battleship, please.
it's like, hey, here's the Galen's. If you pay me, I'll give you location of the Galen Sphere for you to go pick up. Okay, thanks.
Perfect. All right, so Androchiron's gonna just ask that everybody else leave except our core group, and then station
What about
nulls.
Shrine?
Oh yeah, there's no way I'm letting him be here.
Alright.
Absolutely not.
So essentially, for Shrain, I'll give him access to a ship that he's not in command of at all.
Old.
This is my ship. He's not in Imperium space. Listen, I'm tired of this man's crap. I've been tired since season 1. Okay. So I'll give him access to a ship to take Talon Balewing to the station, along with the rest of Eldar that we picked up from the one planet.
Yep. Good.
So I just want to
Alright,
confirm, James. We know that
Yep.
as long as somebody is covered by the nullifying powers of the null, even Zinch can't see what's happening.
Yep.
Okay. That's why I'm stationing nulls outside the room, but still within nullification range. And then I just kind of lay out what I learned that Adrian is working. I mean, listen, this is my remembering what happened in a session from like a month and a half ago, but
Mhm.
Adrian is carrying out a plan on behalf of an Inquisitor who is working from information she got from the Cabal and is intentionally trying to prevent the blind tesseract from being used to rewrite the Horus Heresy so that history can carry out its cabalishly proper course. Am I right about that? No?
No, the Cabal. If the Cabal had their way, they would actually rewrite the Heresy because having
Yeah, but they would rewrite the
Well-
Heresy where Horus wins and he's
No,
corrupted
they
by
would
being
rewrite
the
it that
light.
the heresy didn't happen.
No,
I thought that was the reason why they're trying to stop Androchiron from stopping the heresy.
If Horus wins the heresy, then that would result in humanity and chaos being wiped out within a matter of a few thousand years.
And that's what they want.
Okay.
That's not what the Inquisitor wants.
That is the end goal of the Cabal.
Yeah, you're right. She's using the Cabal's information, but you're wrong that that's what she's looking for. But yeah, the Cabal.
But I don't know that from her point of view. All I know is the information I read in the Eldar Black Library of Chaos, which did not include a dissertation on behalf of Sarah.
Yeah.
So I just lay out, what true facts I know, that Adrian has been killing Androchiron continuously. In the rare instances where Androchiron actually gets there to live, that rewriting time in that fashion really could, be quite bad, and that Androchiron doesn't know of any power that would work for them. Like if we attempt to use it, it will go wrong, because Adrian has used it several times, and that has caused the Tyrant Star to appear as this thing gets. Yes, it has. Isn't that what I learned?
I have
been
not
damaging
used
it.
I have never used the blind tesseract. I have been there while it was used.
All right. Okay, I say that.
I thought you had to use it to reset it.
I thought you were the person who used the Tesseract to reset it. That was what I was told. That's what I got here in my notes. You've been using James. You can tell us the truth.
Yeah. So it's always Adrian's final choice to make.
Yes, Adrian is the one who resets it,
and it's always been because it's his belief at that point in time that it falling into the hands of Zeech was inevitable.
Yes. So, using the Tyrant Star is damaging. Using the Blind Tesseract is damaging reality, which is causing the Tyrant Star to appear, which isn't really like an actual star, but more like a reality decorrection. And that we could keep using the Blind Tesseract until we drain it of all of its power, but probably it will destroy all of existence before then. And then he starts creeping towards the sick plan he's come up with. I had part of it before we talked to the God Emperor, but I don't know. James knew that I had set that plan up, and listen, Androchiron's about to make a big fucking leap. So Androchiron says, I had thought that we might contact a being of fourth dimensional power and energy who might be able to control the Blind Tesseract. Unfortunately, Sister Dawn is not powerful enough. None of us here are powerful enough. And we have no friends who might successfully execute. Listen, I went down the list of fourth dimensional beings I knew, and that list was really murderous. We will die and probably have never been born if we do that. But there was one that I came across in the secret site the Inquisitor had taken me to. And as I was thinking about that plan, I was given a vision by the God Emperor. I thought he was somebody else at the time. Don't worry about it. Anyway, first off, he's really cool. It was great to see him again. He's looking so much better. Some men, as they get older, the 10,000 years, it really puts some... But really... I think he looks younger and better than ever. Anyway, so he literally beat my ass super badly at Regicide. He gave me a board where I was set to win. I had all of the pieces I needed. I was reaching the end game. I sat down and thought I would very easily defeat him. And he managed to play me into a stalemate. I think he's trying to tell me that victory is impossible. We can't win. We are reaching the same situation. We have all of the pieces. We've reached the end game, but our enemy is smarter than us. It can see almost everything that we're doing. It can influence our mind and our dreams. It can change the physical state of our bodies and even alter our perception of reality and time. Our only choice is a stalemate. We have to find someone who can destroy the Blind Tesseract by using the Blind Tesseract to destroy itself. correctly, not so that it continues to sunder reality. I have had a prophetic vision where Scintilla will be destroyed if the Blind Tesseract continues to be used. That is my home. But it is also one of the most important planets in the Imperium. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. I'm just going to throw the name out here. Aisha is in the Garden of Nurgle. I think that if we can contact her, she's a very neutral arbiter, you know. I read a lot about her, you know, nothing autobiographical, but the Eldar have nothing but nice things to say about her. Most of the, again, this was an Eldar library, but most of the other races I read about tended to view her favorably. Whenever Nurgle releases like a super bad plague, she whispers the cures of it, regardless of race and stuff. I think if we can contact Aisha, we can...
Adrian,
yes?
First off, quit using the Plague Father's name.
Oh, I probably didn't use the Plague Father's name, because... Sure, Plague Father, yes, perfect. Yep, that's exactly what I said, Lord Captain. Anyway. We have to contact her and then have her destroy the Blind Tesseract by telling her that if she doesn't help us do it and she uses it incorrectly, we will destroy the Eldar. We'll use it to destroy the Eldar, which is something she definitely doesn't want. We force a stalemate between all celestial parties involved using Aisha as our avatar. We use her as our piece. Anyway, that's the plan I have. I think the God Emperor wanted me to do this plan anyway.
How do you suggest we get a hold of her?
So there's this guy I think I know of. The Harlequins consider him a god. His name is Keggy. Anyway, I was hoping to get in contact with him. You know, I've been able to find the Harlequins whenever I wanted to by just thinking that I wanted to go meet them, and then I would meet them shortly afterwards. So I assume if I think that I want to meet them and talk to them about contacting their god, either the god will show up, which I thought was what was happening when I had that vision, or they'll put him in contact with me. We'll do like a back alley swap. You know how Harlequins are. We'll probably like meet in a back alley. We'll just like smoke some weird stuff, take like a drug cocktail, then he'll appear and he'll try to trick me, and I'll be like, I just want to talk to Aisha, man. What's it gonna take?
Again, I'm the only one that has not talked to any cosmic beings, so
You talk to Sister Dawn all the time.
that's different.
Is it? When I look at her with my warp sense, I see a being of pure universal order. Looking at her is so balancing. I feel really grounded. You're great, Dawn.
Let me explain.
That still doesn't excuse what you said earlier. I just want to point that out. It's not even like
that was my player Reaving.
Again, this is like, I haven't talked to the God Emperor at all. I haven't talked to people using some special artifacts of cosmic energy. I haven't talked to these Harlequins that seem to come and go as they wish, as they pry onto our happenings, claiming of some sort of game to be played.
I sat next to the captain and I put a hand on her shoulder and I said, my purpose in life has been to communicate. For most of my life, it has involved torturously being hooked up to a nutrient solution and my mind being used as a broadcast server for other, mostly less competent people to direct. That's just kind of how life goes. We all have our individual talents guided by the forces of destiny, and the God Emperor may not have revealed himself directly to you, but you have a little bit of him inside you. Also, he signed your warrant of renown, so, you know, there's that. He made you what you are. Anyway, I think you'd like him. He's a really nice guy. He could have crushed me at Regicide.
Androchiron.
Yes?
So if you want to deliver the blind tesseract to Aisha in the Plague Father's garden.
Yes. No. Listen, my plan is really cool.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
What is the point of Talon Balewing?
I have no idea. I never knew what the point of Talon Balewing was. Look, Here's my plan, and I was inspired by Taylor Bearwing, actually. You'll like this part. I will allow Aisha to use me as an avatar. I may not be Eldar, but I am a very powerful psyker, and I believe I can channel her through me.
Could you act as a, if necessary, a tether between her and I?
I want to be kind of clear here, Lord Captain. The avataring process is kind of...
That's not what I meant.
Permanent.
To talk to her initially to convince her of this plan.
Oh, I don't even know if we can contact her. I came up with this plan in a cold box where I could hear nothing. You know, in like 5 minutes. I'm just shooting things out as I've got it, okay? I am picking up so much information now.
Okay. So I guess on the way to get our talisman that we need is the last piece. We'll figure out a way to contact Isha. Was that her name?
Yeah, I mean, if I thought I could do it myself, I would. But I was hoping that, you know, Kegorak might know some, like, back paths into the garden. It's kind of a really dangerous place to go.
I would imagine so,
yeah,
yes.
I agree. I know that there are a lot of risks involved here. And probably I'll have to go there twice, you know, once to ask permission and a second time to kick this whole thing off. But listen, what's the alternative? We just let time continue to loop itself, destroy Scintilla, possibly render the fabric of the entire universe, destroying all reality as we know it?
How many times have we
Or
had
we
this conversation?
come up with a better plan.
Adrian, I'm going to say something, and I know it's going to be hurtful.
I
I
don't think you
cannot
can top one
begin
out of
to
your
imagine
Q's
how
nails.
many times you said that, and yet here we are. You are the absolute agent of failed plans. That is the title that hangs around your neck.
That is
Mhm.
actually what it looks like.
Yes.
You are the fail-safe that kept on putting us in perpetuity.
Or, you know,
We have to try bold new
stopped us
initiatives.
from ending the world.
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta let the flame die. You know what I mean?
No,
But the
that's the
dawn,
opposite of what we
Yeah.
what we want.
Jiminy Christmas dawn.
Don's not making it back after the first resurrection.
Adrian, we can't keep doing the things that we've been doing. The whole purpose of your and the Inquisition's plan to secret me away and alter the timeline was to try radical new things. I'd say this is a pretty radical plan.
Mhm.
I'm really happy to be alive this time around, by the way. Did I mention he looked good? You know?
Yes, you have.
Feels like he
So-
got some
so-
good sun.
You would rather.
You sure
in
it
this-
wasn't just oxygen starvation that led you to all this conclusion, Androchiron?
I just blink with my actual very real human eyes. Instead of the cybernetics I've had for the almost the entire time you've known me.
So
How do
would
you
rather
explain the
deliver-
miraculous appearance of my very real human eyes?
I've grafted limbs back onto people before.
But
using-
this is the Warhammer 40K universe. We can't rebuild organs. That's why cybernetics exist. My eyes were blasted when I first was in the presence of the God Emperor. You have seen the pits where they were. And yet
Honestly,
here they are
it was
now.
very disgusting to look at, so I didn't really get a good chance to see.
I feel like
your
that's
pits.
deeply insulting to me, but sure, I'll take that. I'll wear that.
Okay. Before we go into more ramblings, Androchiron, you work on figuring out a way to get a hold of Isha. I'll do some digging on, see if I can figure out where this potential lead to a talisman is.
Don't we
I've got
know?
nothing
It's on
else
red,
for-
right?
Well, yes, but I'm trying to figure out exactly where, so we're not searching an entire planet for one individual. That might not even be a talisman. It's just a wild goose chase this moment.
I feel like Destiny's behind us. The season's wrapping up.
Yes, Pendragon.
Hey, listen, James is going on and on about all the nice fourth wall breaks. I'm really fucking motoring into it this episode.
Why do you keep saying Pendragon? Am I missing something?
Because after this show is over, Spoon and James are joining me for a Pendragon show. King Arthur Pendragon.
Okay.
We've been Gleemo is also on it, and he's been waiting forever for Saturday nights to open up. Like 6
8
months. It's a long ass time. The show was supposed to end a long time ago. We've just been busy.
Honestly, I thought it was going to turn into VTM, but
I'm still rotating through things, man. I got a lot going on.
In any case,
Adrian, I'm sorry
just
you had to
don't
hear some of those
kill-
things. I'm not trying to write you as the villain of the story, Adrian. You're just misguided.
I disagree.
I know you do. That is the saddest part of your journey as a character.
Well,
He's talking like Harlequins now too. What's going?
You were the
When
harbinger
you,
of the end of days.
when you deliver the blind tesseract into the hands of the Plague Father, I'll be there to reset the timeline.
That's actually one of my deepest fears, and I appreciate that you do that. Thanks, buddy. And I go in for a hug.
I think he just stands there and gets hugged by you
All right.
with no move to hug you back.
I would prefer that my head be crushed, just totally unrecognizable if you have to kill me. You know,
I'll
closed
remember
casket. Nothing like you rip my arm off, no long drawn out. I just want it to be instant. It could go wrong. Oh, it's very probably going to go wrong, but
Are we done here?
Are-
I'd like to leave.
you're in charge, sir.
Okay,
probably.
I
mean, I'm on a mission from God, so technically I outrank all of you, but
Androchiron, I'm going to ignore that you said that in my presence.
that's fine.
If you try to order me around in this
Brothers
juncture,
my way
you will
out
not.
of the room.
So if you try to order me in this juncture in my ship, I will remove your eyes. Be it blessed by the God Emperor or not.
You would destroy a great work of the God Emperor? You would undo a miracle? Isn't that heresy?
Goodbye, Androchiron.
Yeah, I leave to
think
go
I
find the
closed the door.
Harlequins.
Sorry, you guys want to have a conversation without Adrian outside the room? Because also,
No, I think we just wanted him to leave.
Okay, that's cool. Because Shrade's also waiting to say his piece, what his plan is.
I bring him in.
Okay.
Spear's like, this is. What the hell's happening?
All right. Thank you, Lord Commodore. We're getting short on time, so any sort of duplicity is done. I took Androchiron to a place called the Black Library of Chaos, which is actually an Eldar construct where they store all the information about the archenemy and how to destroy it. So if he has gotten ideas... Okay.
He's explained that much, and what about his ideas?
Well, if he's got ideas, he's obviously researched this. He spent more time than I have reading the books, but he also has less scope for knowledge of what has come before and will come again.
And
At
what's
this
your
point,
scope of knowledge?
well, what has been passed to me from the Auto Temporum,
Of course.
in that the next steps, you need to gather the talisman. I'll take Talon Bellowing to the Eldar station where he can summon his god Cain. Because we'll need his help to reach Mara. The forces of the Changer of Ways have already managed to blockade the planet where our entrance to the Blind Tesseract is. So reaching the entrance to the Tesseract will require getting past all the agents that the Changer of Ways will throw at us. And thus, we need that help from effectively a god.
Summon Cain, and then you said Mara?
Mara is the world where the Blind Tesseract is.
Okay. Avatar Kane, the situation with the blind tesseract. That
Although he just kicks someone out for thinking we can summon an elder god, and then the same person goes, "Okay, here's the plan. We're going to summon an elder god."
So my plan was to summon the Eldar god of healing. His plan is to summon the god
who is
of
a
murder.
prisoner of Nurgle.
Yeah,
Like,
but we know. Well, I mean, I know because I read about it in the library that she does communicate with people. She whispers the secrets of the
she
place.
whispers out
Yes, I'm
from
trying.
inside
Listen,
the prison.
I'm just gonna ask the god of trickery to help me get in there and have a conversation real quick, man. Look, I'm not saying it's a good plan. I'm just saying it's the only plan Androchiron has. He had a game with the god emperor that looked like it was probably like a metaphor, you know. And this is the conclusion I came up with: is that stalemate's the only way.
all right.
Also, I want to see how badly I could fuck with James.
James is like, all right, I've destroyed the Warhammer 40K universe. Congratulations.
Perfect.
We could start anew. Okay.
So anyway, there's this thing called Warhammer 30K.
Okay. So you want to summon the Avatar Kane, the god of murder, to the situation where the blind tesseract has the ability to do whatever command, which he's a. Okay. That plan sounds fine, because either way, we need to get to be able to enter the blind tesseract at some point. I will say one thing: don't think that you can have full command of my ship even when we're back in the Imperium.
I understand. Like we're all pulling in the same direction here, Cowles.
Yes. Okay. I believe I said this before, but you can take Tail and Bailwing, the Gilded Throne, and the Eldars that we rescued from the one planet to the ship, as they'll probably need repairs and rearming.
Thank you. We need to stay in contact. Once you have that. Once I have the Avatar of Cain. Once you have the talisman. Yeah, we will face our final challenge.
Now until you activate the Eldar ship, there could be a month delay between messages, but again, it could change after they activate the ship like last time. You were with us, yes. So
yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Are you okay? You seem fine.
Am I okay? It's been a day. Yesterday, I was a slave to Dark Eldar. I just commanded a rebellion, which is probably died.
Today, you destroyed the largest conglomeration of Dark Eldar for light years.
Yes, that did happen. That did happen, and I've been spoken about different timelines, gods. It's been a day.
All right, well, I'll begin preparing to transfer my stuff to the Gilded Throne.
I'll inform. Is she a captain, technically speaking, because she's captain of the ship?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's not a lore cap. That's the only difference. Yes, I'll inform Captain Carmelin of the Gilded Throne. It's the Gilded. No, she's in charge of the. I can't remember the one guy's name. That was the
Barrington.
Yeah, Parrington. Captain Parrington of the Gilded Throne. Captain Ormelin is the internal Praetorian.
Almain's Parrington?
Yeah. I thought we sent him away to do something.
I think he done real quick and then met up with us.
Yeah, I think he's rejoined us already.
All right. Well, Strain put his hand out to shake yours.
Pierre will shake it.
All right. Good luck, Lord Commodore. This is whatever happens, this will all be over soon. And maybe it will start again. I don't know. I'm hopeful this time enough has changed.
We'll see. It'll be a definitely interesting ride. Excuse me, I actually need to get a hand replaced.
I've forgotten about that.
That's why
I
you
did
got
too until
the,
now.
you got the dodgy.
It was probably the
quality.
broken one, so it's kind of stuck.
You turn slightly. Let me get my. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right. Look, is there any other scenes anyone wants to do before the ships separate and head off in each direction? Well, so you said you were going to look for the Harlequins. Is that right, Arthur?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So how does that look? How does Androchiron
Every
look
single
into the
time we've
Harlequins?
had this conversation, I just round a corner and they're there, James.
Okay.
You tell me if you want to do something different, though. I'm up for a wild card tonight. I just explained to the whole cast a really judgy, insane vision from a mythical being, and that my plan was to just contact more mythical beings in an incredibly risky suicide act to save the universe, maybe, but also most probably, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, you ran lots and lots of corners for several hours, and they don't seem to materialize their way into your life.
Oh, it's because they find Pierre Cowles to do it. It's just fuck with them more.
How badly do I want to press this issue? I'm gonna go to Shrain before he leaves.
Okay. No worries.
I'm just be like, hey, I need to talk to the Harlequins. Where they at?
Since we left the Black Library, I haven't seen them. They didn't leave with us. I thought I might find some of them at this Eldar station we're going to.
You really make me want to come with you right now, Cassius. But I fear that may be a very, very bad plan. Because I would not want that out of character. That star system has the time diffraction around it, right?
That's due to the Eldar space station.
Yeah,
which
so if
well-
Androchiron was to go there, he could be there for a very long time.
well, the thing about that is if they activate the station, it might stop that delay.
Yep, no, it's still a terrible plan. Plus, it's splitting the party. All of it is a bad plan. I'm thinking that probably just reaching out and trying to contact an Eldar god of trickery directly will probably not work out. James, these fucking Eldar. They don't want to talk to me when I want it.
Yeah, it's because you wanted it. They're like cats.
God.
I've wanted it before, and they've showed up. I just asked Cassius, hey, can I like check out any books from the Black Library of Chaos? I don't really know how we got there. I just need to do some
Well, that's the thing, is I need the Harlequins to take us there.
okay. Well, I guess this plan's not really gonna work out. Well,
Just imagining you with your Black Library
hey man,
card.
I just want to be the first human in history to have a Black library. Yeah, I'm sure that the
Library card.
librarian looks it up and is just like, well, there's nothing in the
This is-
rules about a
yeah,
dog
this is
playing
very
basketball.
unorthodox, but,
Well, Cassius, I guess this plan isn't going to work. The God Emperor is going to be very disappointed. Whatever task we have set before us is now infinitely harder, but I get the idea that everything's going to work out, so good luck.
Are you giving up so soon?
I mean, what are my other options? To suicidally invade the Garden of Nurgle in my fucking vision dreams
yeah, it's
with no
astral form.
guideposts?
Yeah.
Just be like, just like put on an Oogie Boogie costume and just show up and be like, hello, fellow kids.
Keep trying to get a hold of the Harlequins? I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like in Warhammer 40K, if I send them a message, it's not directional and anybody could intercept it and possibly eventually decode it, right?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
normally,
sending them a message carries an incredible risk with almost zero chance that it will actually work out, because if they wanted to be here, they would be. We have no ability to stop their coming and going. They're so annoying.
So they're going to try to contact whoever is not wanting to talk to them the most, which will probably be Don.
Yeah. I just don't see any way to move forward with my insane plan, so I don't. I find my cat and I just, you know, try to figure out what's going on with him.
When you find the cat,
yeah,
the cat, like, so the cat's like in your room,
yeah,
and is asleep. You see, like when like a cat or a dog is clearly dreaming, like you see like the paws going.
I have a cat, James.
There you go. Okay, so clearly this cat is having an unpleasant dream.
I just gently nudge it psychically and try to make sure he's okay.
Okay.
Just, hey, what's
you
up,
touch
buddy?
his mind, and you have a sudden vision of you're looking out over an expanse you can only assume is the warp, not having actually viewed the warp yourself before, and floating in front of you, gigantic, bigger than a starship, is this coiled serpent that is not any creature you've ever encountered before, but it turns away from you and it slithers through the warp unaffected by the corruption around it, and you're sort of pulled along its path before finally it emerges into a star system where you see a planet, so a planet with a single moon. It's continents dotted with spots of civilization, but the planet itself has a number of human starships around it, facing away from the planet as though defending the planet from any approach. And then finally, you see a symbol of a blue shield with a silver lightning bolt across it. And you sort of snap out of it, and the cat does that sort of instant wake up from a dream thing cats do, where they sort of jump up on all fours and look around, like still trying to process the cut between dream and reality.
I mean, blue shield with the silver lightning bolt sounds like a Space Marine emblem. Do I have any, can I look up a war book or something?
Yeah, sure.
Can I find the local, Space Marine buff on board? He paints his own miniatures. He's got all the lore docs,
He's not here anymore. His name was Nero.
It's the symbol
you use me against myself?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, we still have the Space Marine captain on board that you could maybe.
I figured it
ask.
was.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was
it? Storm Wardens.
Okay.
Scottish Space Marines.
Yeah, they're a Space Marine chapter which have their home world in the Calixis sector.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Do I know any significance of the giant serpent?
Give me a Forbidden Law Xenos roll, which I know you can do because you've got infused knowledge.
I don't know if that counts towards
Forbidden Laws.
Yeah, I think that only counts towards the. Listen, if you want to say I can do it, but I'm gonna go look up the exact wording.
You need Forbidden Law Xenos is definitely the roll for it. So
I absolutely.
If you have an ability to roll it, you can roll it. If you don't, then
not have. Okay, so it's called infused knowledge on page 100.
Yeah, if only you had some sort of infused knowledge, create all common and scholastic laws as basic skills. So yeah, it doesn't cover forbidden.
Yeah, I didn't think it did.
Yeah, if only you had some sort of Lord Captain who had Forbidden Law Xenos.
I mean, do I know enough to ask the Lord Captain about it?
Oh yeah.
All right. I don't ask him. I write him a message and send it via a runner. I say something like, saw a giant serpent in the warp. It dragged me into a vision and took me to a planet where the Space Marine chapter of the Storm Wardens was arrayed in a defensive position around a planet. Seemed pretty important. Do you know anything about Storm Wardens? Also, do you know anything about the giant serpent? think this vision is pretty important, but I should mention that I got it from my cat while it was dreaming, so it could just be a weird dream. Anyway, I think it's pretty important. We should maybe look into it and divert ourselves continuously from the main plot line. Your servant, Androchiron.
Okay. Due to the description, is Pierre able to attempt this?
I
Yeah, sure.
include a drawing.
Can I add contemplate for the +10?
Yes, you can.
Excellent.
Oh, he goes to check the Jedi archives.
Oh shit! All right.
Oh, it's in the
That's not
archives.
right. No, that's not okay. I mean, that's still. No, I need to re-roll that. I fucked that
What's
one
that?
up.
I mean, you rolled.
I only got a 64 out of 60. I
you,
did plus 60
you
on
can't
this.
re-roll a successful test. You can add.
It's not
degrees of success.
successful. I did plus 60 instead of plus 10. I don't
Oh,
know
so
why I
okay,
did
no,
that.
I see. Okay, cool. My bad.
Oh, I got it. I just barely.
Wow, imagine crawling over the finish line. Good enough. Good enough.
Okay.
You know, that's fair.
So you do know that the serpent features in Eldar mythology. In fact, one of the Eldar craft worlds actually has a giant serpent as their symbol. They have this sort of concept that there is this thing called the cosmic serpent, which exists within the warp and the webway at the same time, and is some sort of protector guardian. It's not like a conventional god in that it has sort of like, it's not anthropomorphized. It's more like a force of nature.
Like some
but it's
sort of
personified.
giant bear.
Yeah, but it's personified as a serpent.
Okay.
They call it Dromlach.
So do the Storm Wardens seem familiar or anything?
You already met a Storm Warden. Part of Strange's original kill team was a Storm Warden, but he died in the battle on
Yes,
on Regina 4.
And they have you said in the Calixis sector or the...
Yeah, their home planet is in the Calixis sector.
Okay. Do I know anything else about them other than Space Marine chapter in the Calixis sector?
You don't know a lot. You don't know what who they're a successor of. You know, they have a sort of a very Scottish theme about them.
Yes, and
they
power
prefer-
kills. Yes.
Well, more like they prefer they fight with great swords and
Okay.
that sort of thing. You know.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. What's their, I will guess, is their home planet or their temple fortress, whatever they want to call it?
Fortress Monastery.
Fortress Monastery. There.
Hmm.
I'm just going to call it the Fortress Pub. Is it nearby where we're heading to get the talisman?
Yeah, so it's in the Drussive subsector, which if I go back to up to roll 20, bring up the Calixis sector. That's right. This got your
Oh yeah, it's all our squigglies when we made that roundabout.
Right, that was old. So so it's down here, like so the Drussive subsector. I can actually see it's called
Well, Wrath
Sacris.
is there. Okay. And Port Wonder is down that way.
It's right there, Sacris. There you go.
Okay, so it is on the way.
Yeah.
That works. Okay. So I want to assume that the runner that Androchiron sent is a null.
Yep.
Just because, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Although you
Pierre
should
will write back.
Also note on this map the symbol that Sacris is.
It's a forbidden world. Yeah, I already caught
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Going there would be extremely dangerous for us because they'll shoot us on sight.
That's okay. I got
I can
Inquisitor.
send word ahead. I can just be like, hey, what's up, guys? We're coming.
Like an inquisitorial verification. We should be all right.
Upload your inquisitorial verification or be destroyed immediately.
Yes.
The traffic controller is played by Liam O'Brien.
Essentially, Pierre will just write down what he can recall of the serpent and send it back to Androchiron.
You get
All right.
that?
When the null arrives, I'm just brushing the cat because it hasn't been brushed. Nobody took care of it while they were in the slave pens. So,
Yes,
it needs to be cleaned and brushed,
Clip its claws.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like talking to him. I'm just like, have you been good? Do you need scritches? You look like.
Meow.
I don't even role playing with a cat with you.
No, it's fine.
I have a cat, so
yeah. I think actually lynxes are actually the largest type of cat that can actually meow. Or cougars.
Yeah.
Cougars can meow. Yeah, that's right.
I just want the null to open the door, and it's just me like giving belly rubs to Giants. And I just look at the null like I want to kill him, because even though I can see now, which I couldn't before, they're still really annoying to be around.
100%. Yeah.
But I thank him. I'm like, hey, thanks, buddy. You know, God Emperor loves you. He's going to save us all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, keep up the good work out there. You're doing a really big thing for us. You know what? Lunch is on me.
You give him a bag of saline solution.
It's pepperoni flavored.
All right, you've got your info back from Cowles.
Listen, James.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to say something for a while, but I didn't want to interrupt while we were all still in mortal danger. What happened with the giant soul-eating alien firing laser blasts at the Drakari city?
It was still happening when you left.
Okay,
you
just
guys flew out of the Nexus.
Yeah, we just flew away.
Yeah.
I want to send it one more message. Since we're not that far away, I think I can do all of it, with what do you call it? The thing where there's no chance that it goes wrong.
Fettered?
Yeah, I do it fettered, and I'm just like, hey, buddy, you're doing great work out there. I hope it was good eating. I think your life's really going to change for you. Janko Scourge.
You don't know if it was received.
Yeah, but I sent it more images of the world of Janko Scourge.
Yeah, no.
I also give it exact galactic pathway coordinates for it. I don't know the path through the warp, but I'm just like, it's here. It's right here on the map. That's it. I'm done with my memery. If I can't find well, I guess maybe we can find Kagoric. I don't know. We got to go to save these storm wardens, maybe. Who knows?
Or maybe
they save us.
Maybe the talisman is on Sacris and not Wrath.
Could be. Who knows? All I know is I got a vision. My cat got a vision, and I piggybacked onto it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're setting course for the Moor to return to the Calixis sector.
Yeah, Andrew.
And you could, I do want to make a stop before getting to the Calixis sector. I want to stop at Footfall to talk to the one rogue trader that dropped off our melon on that planet. I want that antenna back.
You mean Janko Scourge?
That's not Janko Scourge. That was
he's the one that dropped our melon on the planet.
Abandoned there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What antenna? Sorry.
Wasn't
he
there
stole
like
the Eldar antenna off the top of the world.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Unleashed all the banshees.
I want that planet, essentially. I claimed that he stole my stuff.
I love it. It's like, all right, now we got to go stop the end of the world. And the captain is like, I want my stuff back.
Hey, you still got your personality trait from your character background about never letting a slight go on.
Yeah,
it's called role playing, guys.
But that could be next time at least.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to do footfall right now. So I think it's a good time to leave it and wrap up.
I don't know, Dave, if you want to do any scenes, but I think from this point forward, Androchiron attends services daily, sometimes twice a daily.
Okay.
Religious services. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mhm.
It's not that he didn't attend before, but now it's like every day.
Mhm. So, I'm not sure how unusual that would be, but you do have that glow now, so.
You're reconsidering how much you can hate me, right? It's
I
harder to
mean-
dunk on me now that I'm one of Destiny's chosen.
Are we gonna make a Destiny's Child?
I'm trying to make it happen so badly.
We need a third. Right?
Say my name. Who am I, Todd? Say my name. Say my name. If no one is around you.
Oh man.
I mean, you can be a pious man, but like, it's kind of bullshit that it's like after an epiphany instead of like.
I mean, he wasn't not pious before. He had literally met the God Emperor.
He's
he
just
knew.
extra.
Yeah, he knew the reality of the situation in a way that people who didn't never could. Now he's just extra pious.
It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm Christian. I like Christmas.
I mean, Androchiron thinks he's going to be dead at the end of this, and his soul is going to be torn to shreds by the presence of a Eldar god just being like, "Oh, hey, let's hit the stop button real quick." So,
I mean, look, if you want to be there in the summons, you're more than welcome to. If anything, it's probably good to bring more people in, and maybe your presence does that. Who knows? Dawn doesn't give you the satisfaction of having a conversation about it for sure. But,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you wanted to roleplay or something. James, what do you got for us?
I got 1,000 XP with your name on it.
Hey, all
Sheesh, that's a good
right.
amount of XP. Only had something to spend it on.
Yeah, it's about it.
I'd really love to take some forbidden lores.
Look at these guys looking 1,000 XP gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah,
I'm too tired to look.
we
at
hit the
it
point
right
that we've got pretty much all we wanted and or needed.
I have more stuff that I want, but it's not in my XP block. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, so once you spend this 1,000, or well, let's see.
No, I think we're
what's
already
the
rank
math?
8.
Yeah, but you have to spend.
I have 4,600 XP, so I
You
definitely am nowhere
you
near.
have to have 30,000 XP spent to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
that
could
would
get there.
finish right there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
we'll get over
now
it.
we can get there. Yeah.
Well, the only thing I wanted from rank 8 was hard bargain. I already got that 3 or 4 ranks ago.
I really barely made any rolls this episode. It was crazy.
That's fine.
Spent
That
most of
means
it stumbling around, talking like a crazy person.
you did
Mhm.
do that. That I will agree on that.
Listen, I thought for crazy ramblings of a religious prophet, it was a pretty good plan.
Like I love Pathfinder's comment. That's like, he was talking about the Cabal at first. He's like, I take it back. The Cabal seems completely sane compared to Androchiron's plan.
Perfect. I got the exact messaging over that I wanted to, a plan everyone would hate.
It's a plan. We don't really have much.
That's the thing
others.
about compromises. If nobody's happy, you've done your job right.
I
Sure.
suppose.
Sure.
Oh.
Well, James, you got anything else for us?
Not game wise. No, I think we're done
Okay.
for the
All
game
right.
for tonight. It's been good to get back into the game again and
Yeah.
really sort of pushing the. There's really some pretty distinct ways the game could end now, and we'll discover what they're going to be over the next several sessions, which could be the next couple of years at the current rate.
Took my next joke out, which was, so I'll see you all at Halloween, right? Dave, how you doing for outros?
I'm tired as fuck. Really. But yeah, go buy my games. That's pretty much it.
Kinky Fridays, guys. You know, speaking of
Good
someone who
stuff.
likes Kinky Fridays, let's talk to Big Spoon.
Sure. I am Big Spoon. You can find me on the Discord. Solaris Nights is now over with, so you won't find me there anymore. But I was happy to be in the series finale. You can find me here on Saturday nights playing playing Rogue Trader here, and then on Wednesdays Solasta sometimes. See, is there anything else that I'm a part of right now? I think that's about it. That's good. Good to be back. Good to be accused of heresy. Loved it.
And from a certain point of view, it's correct.
I mean, from a certain point of view, so is Androchiron.
Sure. Most point of views, really.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to tying all the threads back together.
I have to be honest, I really want us to get to the end and be like inches away from victory, and then James to be like, you know, you guys forgot something, right? He's just like, you forgot to bring the guide. You know that, right? Like,
Yeah.
you picked him up all the way, all that time ago. You did all that negotiation on the planet. There
Like
was a
a year and a half
murder.
ago,
Somebody
yeah.
like investigated your golf cart, and you
Adrian
forgot
got
that
sucker
guy.
punched. Yeah.
Then we just see the Home Alone. We're like, ah!
I mean, the main issue is if you haven't got the frog. If you haven't got the frog, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You really want Nero to come back, huh?
I wouldn't have named the frog if it wasn't important.
He's the real guide.
I knew thee well.
Yeah, but that's it for me.
You know, speaking of a fellow of infinite jest, let's talk to Ponder the Man.
I am Ponder
Infinite mirth and jest, isn't it?
What?
What?
Infinite mirth and jest, I thought was a line.
Yeah, well, I was kind of shortening it.
Okay, sorry. Or maybe Ponder's got no mirth.
Just jest.
Yeah. I am Ponder the Mad. You can find me YouTube or Twitch as Ponder the Mad, or you find me here Saturday nights until the show ends. Then probably no nights for a while. Yeah, it's been an interesting time. It's now my realization I've become the
taxi driver.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Essentially at this point. Plot twist. Pierre's not the main character.
Yeah, plot twist. Pierre's just the vehicle.
I am just here.
I'm just going to be honest with you right here. They name movies after the guy behind the car. You think they call it Baby Driver instead of people dressed in suits doing a really cool heist plan? Okay? Forget about it. The guy behind they call Vin Diesel, right? He's a heist guy for pretty much every movie, actually. It's the guy behind the wheel that really matters. I'm lying to you, but I'm trying to make you feel better.
Listen, I know my place at this point. This is all I can do is just make my dealings before the show ends and leave it at that and see how it ends. Either everything gets reset, everything gets reset, everything destroyed, or it's all happy and then I get all my money.
There's a really, really good chance that out of the four of us, you will be the only one to survive.
Probably. Well, Dawn has an easier chance than I do.
Yeah, I don't think I can die. So
I mean, you'll still die. You just have
Survival's
to-
different. Yeah. You'll just reincarnate, right?
Yeah.
You still died.
And the funny thing is, the other three will all die attacking each other.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I'll try to kill Androchiron. Donald's like either stop me or I don't know.
I just step in the room like, what the fuck just happened?
yeah. You're Troy coming back with the pizza.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If we can't Coen Brothers into this series, I don't know what's wrong with us.
Oh, James, what do you got?
I'm Grimdark James. Find me on Arthur's Discord. Back here next week for more Road Trader, hopefully. I'm good. Hopefully, everyone else here is good. Also, this Wednesday, I'll be doing some more Celasta with AP and Spoon, hopefully. And so you can also catch that on AP's channel. See how many more times AP can accidentally kill Spoon.
One and a half. Wow.
1.5, yeah, that's right.
you half killed me with a fireball.
It's not for want of trying.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I guess you might see me out in the future AP gaming real projects as well. Check out session 0 of Generic Fantasy Adventure, or GFA as the kids are calling it now.
I'm the only one calling it that, not the kids.
I've told my kids that's what they call it. So
that's it, James. You finally gotten me the truthful marketing I've been looking for. The youth are calling it Generic Fantasy Adventure, GFA. Now I don't have to lie to people.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun.
Oh man. You know, I had half of a joke to wrap up on, but I'm just gonna let it slide. We'll be back next week or some other week. It'll happen, or it won't. Destiny's weird that way. Sometimes you have to kill gods to save gods. Maybe you're gonna be the one to save me.